Hello guys, welcome back to my channel SKHerd series. In today's session, we will see the data type in Java. The type of data in Java is two types. That is, first is value type data, or we can say value data type, that is primitive or built-in, and the second type is reference data type. Before starting, I will show you, if you not access till now the Java for beginners playlist, you can go the SKHerd series channel and going the playlist. You can see here the in Java playlist there is 7 video. You can see by going this Java for beginners playlist, with starting the difference between Java and Python, and downloading and installation of Java JDK. I will cover the all points in that playlist from the basic. By going to the SKHerd series channel and playlist, you can access the Java playlist and see the videos related to Java programming language from the basic. So today we will cover the data types. So let's start. First we will go to Notepad and I will show you what are the types are in value data types, or the data types mainly divided into two types. First is here value data type, and second is that is reference data type. In value data type there three categories, that is integral value data type, it is character data type, and third is Boolean value data type. So first is integral, we can say it for storing the integer value purpose. First is integral value data types, so I will type it integral value data type, and second is character value data type, and third is that is Boolean value data type. In this video I cover the value data type, or if the video is so short then I will also cover the reference data type. If the time is remain, then I will cover reference data type. If the time is high, then I will cover the reference data type in next video. So we will see what is value data type. In value data type we can store the integer value, or we can say we can store the value in value data type. Value data type store the value, it does not store the reference or memory location. Vice versa, the reference data type store the location in C and C++, but in Java the reference data type stores the reference name of that memory location. We can say when we create a object, then that object name is the reference data type, or if the data type is reference, then that data type contains the reference of that object, or we can say reference name of that object. And value data type we can say also primitive data type. Value data type, for value data type the second name is primitive data type, or we can say built-in data type. The data type which are already declared in Java, that data type we can call built-in data type. In built-in data type we can store value only, but in that value there is a difference between the data type. The difference is there in value data type three partition, that is integer value data type, character value data type, and Boolean value data type. In integer value data type we can store only the integer value, but in that also integer value data type there is also difference. There in integer value data type store integer value or number, but the number also there may be difference. In that integer value data type there are also some types, that is first data type. Here we can say the first data type is byte, byte, and it stores the whole number, and the required space of byte, we can say for byte data type it requires 1 byte of memory. 1 byte of memory requires to byte data type, and for byte data type the default value is 0, and the range of byte data type is 0 to 255. It means the value byte data type only store the value between 0 to 255. It does not store the 256 number. It store only 0 to 255. It does not store the minus value also, that is like -1, -2. It stores only the value which are in between 0 to 255. I will give heading here for purpose. You can type here the type of data, here the number, or we can say which type of number. Here is the storing storage in byte, here is the default value, and here is the range. And the second data type is that after byte the short is same like as byte. It also store the whole number, and the storage in byte, or it requires 2 byte, and it range also bigger than byte data type. It default value is also 0, and its range is -32768 32767. It means it can store the value between -32,768 to 32,767. After short data type, the next type of integer value data type is end. It also store the whole number, but the storage in memory, it requires 4 byte memory for storing the integer value, and its default value is also 0, and after that its range is in between -2147 to 147, 483 483648 to copy that and paste. I will paste it. Seven. And the next type, that is long data type in integer value data type. In integer value data type, there is a next type is long, because it can store the bigger value or large number than int. It also store the whole number, and it requires in memory of Java, that is 8 byte, and its default value is also 0, and its range is -4 to 9496 7296 to plus 4294967295. And after that, the next type is float. Float value stores the decimal number like 0.1, 0.2, and it requires the 4 byte of space in memory, and its default value is 0.0 f. And after that, the next type is double. It also stores the decimal number, and it requires 8 byte, and its default value is 0.0. The range is same like as int for float and long for double. After that, the second type is that character value data type. For in character value data type, we can store the character value and it requires 2 byte of memory for storage in memory. Store the data type name is char, is store character value, and the storage in byte is 2 byte. After that, the next type is Boolean value data type. In Boolean value data type, we can store only the Boolean value, and the keyword is for Boolean value data type, that is Boolean, and it store Boolean value, and its size required to store, that is 1 byte, and its default value is it having only 2 values, that is first is true and second is false. We can't store for true for 1 and 0 for false. We should store only true and false value for Boolean data type. This is short information about value data type and primitive data type. We can say as value data type like primitive data type or built-in data type. In this value data type, there is 3 different main parts, that is the integer value data type, character value data type, and Boolean value data type. In that integer value data type, there is also difference in integer value data type, that is data type, byte data type, short, int, long, float, and double. this type of data for integer value differ because it range and it storage capacity in memory that is different. That's why it differentiate for their name. And the storing number is whole number or decimal number, that features also differ it from that integer value data type. The second is character value data type. For character value data type, it can store only character value, and Boolean value data type, it can only store the Boolean value data type. It makes around 15 minutes video, that's why I will take one example of that value data type and end of this video. Now we will see one example of for the value data type. I will create a new file, and then after that we will see a one small program for the value data type. I will create one class, that is class. Before that I will save that program. Here I will go to file menu, and then after here it is save button. I will save in D drive and in Java folder. I will give the name is demo primitive.java because we have seen the example of value data type, or we can say primitive type. Here I will create the first class, and I will give the name of class like file name, that is demo primitive. And after that I will take in that the main method, that is public static void main, and in that main method I will take string args array, and after that I will take a example of value data type. I will declare here the short a equals to 10 and b equals to 20. After that I will perform a arithmetic operation on the short data type, that is c equals to, c is also I declare like a short type, that is integer value data type, and I perform the operation on the short data type, that is short a equals to 10, b equals to 20. I have declared and initialized that variable. After that I will perform a operation and print the addition of that two number, that is by giving the print statement system.out.println, and in that print I will print the c equals to, that is c addition of that two variable I will store in c variable, that's why I print here c. I will save it first and compile, go to command prompt. I come here in command prompt. First I have to go in D drive because I have saved my program in D drive, and in Java folder I will compile it first, that is Java C, then file name, that is demo primitive.java, and then press enter. After pressing enter you can see what happens. here is one error. Why showing this error? I will show you. Java demo primitive.java. Here the error is incompatible types, that is possible lossy conversion from int to short. Means this data type in short, a equals to 10 and b equals to 20. These are in short type data, but their addition is converted to short. See here, I have declared the C type is also short, but Java is a secure language. It don't take risk. That's why it show this error. In short data type, we have seen here, store the value between only here the short type data. It will store the value for 2 bytes, or we can say minus 32 to plus 32 766 67 32 767. By default it convert that value into integer, and I have take here the type is short here, but the addition is addition should converted into integer, and if it cross the limit of short data type, that is the upper limit is 32,767, it to compiler of Java, it not recognize what you give here input. You can give here 100,000, 10,000, and here 20,000. It cross the limit of the range of short. That's why it doesn't take a risk. I will here, you can see, if I will convert that a plus b in short, when I convert it, and I will save it again and compile it again. After that also it will give the error, this error only, that is possible lossy conversion from int to short, and here also give this type error. It means it doesn't take any risk. That's why we have to first convert it into short. If we will take a short limited value or in range value, here I take in range value and compile and run. Here the compilation is successfully, and after that we will run that program. It will show the addition c equals to 30. But if we can't convert in short, it will give error like this. First error, first we haven't converted into short. It will also give the error, that is incompatible types, that is possible lossy conversion from into short. And if I will take that, I will not converted that in short like in previous, like that I will show you again. If I haven't converted that type in short, and I take the C type of int, C variable type is int, and I haven't converted into short, then it will also run. You can see here I take a type of C, that is int, because range of int is larger than short, and all the arithmetic operation performed in Java, it will default convert into int which will previous data type is byte and short. That's why I will see here. Next I will open the command prompt and show you how to compile and run this program. I will go to first D drive, then Java folder. Here I will compile first the demo primitive .java file again. After converting that C into int, it will not give error because int data type range is so large than short, and whatever the addition or arithmetic operation perform in short or byte, it can store in int. That's why it doesn't show the error on the compiler. After that we will see how to run that program, that is demo primitive. Here the program is compiled and run successfully. When we set the type of arithmetic operation which variable store, that is C, that type is int, then it does not show any error in our program. That is about the value data type or primitive data type. And in that value data type we have C, the byte data type, short. We have C here only short, but short is same like as byte and int. Now we will see how we can store the double data type in in Java, or double. We can see the double double and float. Here we have to, when we use the data type like first before that double, we show you enter data type range. Here I store in a x variable, that is number. What is the range of int is this range of int. I will take this, copy here and paste it in x, and then give the semicolon, and I have to remove the commas. This in int variable, it can store the upper limit or not. We have to see first. Copy that only and paste here and change the statement. After that we will compile again and see what happens. Here our program is compiled successfully. After compilation we will see our program is run or not. Here you can see our program is also run successfully. The value for C is addition, that is printed here. C equals to 30, that is 10 plus 20, and X is 2147483647. that value is upper limit for integer. I will change that 7 for 8. It will not store, it won't store that value because it is cross the upper limit. That is compilation is Java C, then demo primitive .java. And here you can see here is error, that is int data type can't store integer number too large, because we have seen in that integer value data type that int type data is store the whole number and the storage in byte is 4 byte. Default value is 0, and that upper limit the storing of number is 2147483647. But I have stored here 2147483648. that is one number is larger, but it will show error. I will convert it into long data type. You will see what's happened when we convert it into long, because the long type data is storing capacity is high, double than integer. That's why I am storing that number is in long type. You see, we have to save first and then compile again. Here also error. Why error? Integer number too large, long x equals to that number, because compiler does not recognize what type of that number. It assumes that that number is integer only. That's why we have to specify which type of that number. If the number is long, we have to specify that, giving the suffix L, small l, it is small or capital. We have to give that L. I will give here capital L because it should visible to you. And I will save that program and compile again. You can see here it does not show that error. I will clear the screen first and compile again. It does not show any error because I will specify here that type of data is long by giving the suffix after the number, that is L. If the data is long type, then you have to give the suffix in long for L and float for 0.0f, f that is a suffix for float, and D for double. And now we will see how to run that program, what is output of that program there. Here you can see the output of long x is that number. It will not show the error like previous because I will give here the suffix, that is suffix for that number. That's why it doesn't show that error. I hope you have to understand that this video carefully and it is helpful for you. Thank you for watching this video. See you in next video with next point, that is reference data type. And in reference data type, what type of value store, and we will see one small program of reference data type in next video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel until then, subscribe, like and share my video to those people who belongs to computer science field or who are learning that programming language or operating system related their degree or any other courses. My channel is helpful for them who are trying to learn the operating system and the programming language. Thank you.